From the very beginning of God, Family, and Guns over 6 years ago, there's always been an underlying threat. Because of the content, it's very controversial. And I was actually speaking with somebody just the other day about how sometimes I wish I would have talked about barbecue grills or boats or fishing or something significantly less controversial. But looking back on it, this is what God has done. He has created this channel through me to be a light in a very dark world and get his message out through it. And it is controversial. The message of Jesus Christ was extremely controversial. He was killed because of it. And he was told that we would be like that as well. But the underlying threats to this channel have always been there. From the very beginning, I always knew that there could possibly be a moment in time where, regardless of which venue I might be on, that they just don't like that content anymore, and they just decide one morning to flip the switch. Or there were threats, external threats. We had a terrorist group early on threaten to chop our heads off, and we had, every now and then, somebody just makes some random threats to me or my family. But, you know, it's the internet. You put yourself out there, that's what you're going to get back. Almost guaranteed, no matter what you talk about. But there's this new underlying threat, more of a kind of a cyber crime type of thing going on that really has me more worried than the other things. Sex bots was one of them. That popped up on my channel. Usually the religious videos, and I think that's a little sad that those were the ones that were attacked by sex bots. I kind of hope that there's not targeting, and it seems to be they're targeting Christians specifically by targeting those videos. But sex bots are just, you know, probably somebody in some middle-aged guy in another country sitting in a computer lab posing to be an attractive female and saying, here, click here if you're interested in me, that kind of thing. But there's also people now posing as me, actually taking my thumbnails and saying they're God, Family, and Guns, and creating links for, my guess is Bitcoin mining is my guess. Not really sure where those links go to or what happens, but it's definitely a financially based thing. And I want to let you know, that's obviously not me, first and foremost. I will never send that. The only kind of solicitations you might get from me is I do throw in a little pitch at the very end of the videos on Patreon, but I'll never send you anything. I'll never send you a thing that's got a link to anything financial, so please just know that. But regardless of what these threats are, one thing I know for sure, because oftentimes I fear that this may come to an abrupt end, or I fear the safety of my family, or I fear whatever it is I fear in the world, I realize that as long as God has a word in me, as long as there's something that I need to say about the Word of God, this is going to keep going. There's no way it's going to get shut down as long as God has a word in me. Now, if there's a moment in time where he doesn't have a word in me, then I'd be very concerned, because that's what this channel has become. It's become his microphone, so to say. He is the CEO of this channel. Whatever he says goes. There's a lot of things that God has said to me through prayer to do on this channel that I disagree with. I think it's a bad business decision, but he says do it, so I say yes, sir. And it's always proven to be the better choice. So just want to get that out there, just kind of share that, just that underlying threat that is here, that kind of pops its ugly head every now and then, make you aware of it as well as you follow this channel, and we thank you for following it. Again, we're never going to solicit you. We're definitely not sending out sex bots, that kind of thing. Please know that's not us. And we do go through all the comments. I think we caught that. I do want to thank a couple subscribers that messaged me, let me know that was happening. And we also go through the comments fairly regularly. Myself and my family, we kind of dig through those comments on a fairly regular basis. And when we see that pop up, we will handle it. I think we got it about an hour after it started. So just know those are out there, and know that as long as there's a word in me from God, that this channel is going to be here. It's definitely going to be here. So we thank you from the bottom of our heart for following us and being supportive of this channel. It's truly a blessing to us. I hope it's a blessing to you as well. If you like this video, click like and subscribe. If you feel called to support this channel through Patreon, that link is below. But the most important part of this channel, we take prayer requests, and never hesitate to send that in. Thank you for watching this episode of God, Family, and Guns. And as always, love God, love your family, and love guns.